Alright, I took a break to recover my strength and all. And while I was taking a break, I was thinking of a particular theory over here. What if we can determine who the killer is based on their likes? If somebody likes the polar bears and such. And who could like polar bears more than the Inspector? Ha! He likes earpicks, dandelions, afros, kesaran, and pasaran. Okay, never mind. I guess that debunks my theory. Okay. Well, I guess there's that. So we shall continue. Can you think of any information? Anything that can help us?
Hitomi, my entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important, but...
No, please, tell me.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice before. The first time at the wedding, the second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
What?
Prison?
Prison?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger. I visit them a few times a year. And by coincidence, I saw Shoko. I don't think she noticed me, but I recognized her as Renju's wife right away.
Can you tell us who this acquaintance is that you're visiting?
She was there for the same reason I was, to visit one of the inmates.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
Which prison?
Fuchu Prison, in Tokyo.
Okay.
Fuchu.
Prison?
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll be going now.
Yeah, we have...
I don't know what to do. Thinking about her. Dante, please, you have to catch them. Please. Please.
I will. Trust me.
Oh, we definitely will. We definitely will catch them. Sooner or later. So let's go to Marble. Man. This is truly sad. I mean, you know, it isn't just the fact that we've seen Iris die, and we saw Ota dead too.
Are you okay, honey?
Yeah, that's not the saddest part. It is the outcome of this. Like, we see all these people getting affected. Like, this is the first time I'm experiencing such a situation where we investigate some people's murder and we have to go to people's houses and see these people all so sad. I mean, these people are so affected by Iris and Ota's death. I mean, that's part of the police work as well, no doubt. That's truly sad. I never had a situation like this on this channel in like any of the adventures that I had, either Danganronpa or Ace Attorney.
Huh?
About last night. Well, at 3 in the morning anyway.
You know about it?
It's on every channel.
Yeah, truly.
You have the face of a ghost. Do you want a glass?
Oh yeah, surely. That is definitely gonna need some to recover his strength.
I don't need a drink. I need information.
And that too. I mean, we could use the drink and the information as well.
Do you have anything?
Well, let's see.
Anything that can help us, Mama. We are at the bottom. We are hitting rock bottom over here. The thing is, the only way we can go is up, so anything that you can tell us, like no matter what, it's gonna be useful to us.
I do have I suppose you could call it intuition.
Okay, sure. Share it with us.
Tell me.
Tell us what you think.
The Kumakuras are involved in this case.
Okay, why do you think that?
Remember what I told you before? That there's a relationship between Ren and the Kumakuras? Shoko also has a relationship with them. You know about her dealings with the Kumakuras, right?
Yeah,
So basically, 2 of the victims are linked to the Kumakuras.
yeah. I don't know about Iris, though. I mean, we could also think of the fact that maybe Iris found out something and whoever is doing this wanted Iris to shut up.
That must mean they're involved somehow, right?
Even though Iris has nothing to do with the Kumakuras.
Not 2, 3.
But then again, we're talking about Mama over here. And I like Mama.
3.
3.
Iris?
Iris too? Why do you say that?
No, not that one. The boy.
Ota?
He came here last night?
Yes.
Ota?
Yes, from Matsushita Diner. He's linked to the Kumakuras as well.
Well, this is the first time I'm hearing this. Tell me more, Mama. Did he actually tell you something? How is Ota related to the Kumakuras?
Have you heard the rumor?
Mama told me a similar story to Aiba's. About Sosujima and the Kabasaki district. The basic idea is this. 8 years ago, So sold his land in the Kabasaki district for 30 billion yen. So, Sosujima sold his land in the Kabasaki district. Half a year later, an explosion at the chemical plant caused the land prices to drop drastically. So, bought back... Okay. It takes a couple of seconds to process whether that's so the name or it's part of the sentence, like, so. He bought back the land. No, it's his name. So bought back the land for 1 billion yen. Almost like he knew beforehand that the accident would happen. You know, in other places like America or England or any other part of the world outside of Japan, his name will probably confuse some people, that's for sure. In Japan, definitely not. Anywhere else, confusion overload. In some parts. Did So blow it up? Or conspire to blow it up? No, that wouldn't make sense. So wouldn't gain anything from that. He would end up with 29 million in cash and 1 billion in land. It's a net zero. But there's more to the story. Okay, about So in the Kabasaki district.
The Kumakuras own a handful of real estate companies. They of course look legit, but they're Yakuza fronts. I'll call those real estate companies the K.E. to keep it simple for you. The K.E. followed in So's footsteps. They bought up land in Kawasaki.
Okay, and?
Now, back to So. Have you heard of the plans for the casino in Kawasaki?
Casino.
So was the one who came up with it.
I was born and raised in Kawasaki. I remember the landscape of my childhood, and I loved it dearly. But look at Kawasaki now.
Kawasaki. Born and raised.
When I see images of the destruction on television, my heart aches like it's being chopped to pieces.
You should make a song out of this, So.
But I promise you, I will revive the Kawasaki district at any cost. Casino Town Kawasaki will give new life to the city.
After that, So moved fast. He submitted the bills he needed to the National Assembly after drumming up support in the right places. The bills passed, and it became an official government initiative.
Decontamination efforts therefore increased at a rapid pace in the Kawasaki district. At the moment, the area is still considered off limits.
Okay, so in layman's terms, this is a long-term process of some sorts. I guess whatever happened there was necessary so that he can build a casino? I mean, that's what I'm getting out of this. Correct me if I'm wrong.
However, the air in Kabasaki is currently purified to such an extent that it has no negative effect on the human body.
If the plan goes smoothly, land prices in Kabasaki are going to skyrocket. And all that land is owned by the KE. And by So himself. The land he bought back for 1 billion will be worth 10 times that soon.
He's involved in some shady business.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
This is just another rumor, but the chemical plant exploding was no accident. It was done intentionally.
I mean, if we are to think about what you said earlier about So getting something out of this with that casino, then yeah, it could be done intentionally as well.
By So and the Kumakuras, you mean?
But there's no hard evidence of that.
Just rumors.
It's just gossip.
I see. What about Ota and the Kumakuras, though?
What were we talking about again?
About Ota's relationship to Kumakuras?
Ota and the Kumakuras.
Like, again, why is he connected to them?
Oh, right. You know how Matsushita Diner is close to the Kabasaki district? The chemical plant explosion made times hard. Foot traffic went down, sales declined. No wonder it closed down. Ota must hold a grudge. Someone caused that explosion. And if it was intentional, oh, he'd hate them even more. That's how I link Ota to the Kumakuras.
Wow. I mean, I wouldn't consider it a stretch. It is a possibility. Not to mention that Ota is heavily into conspiracy theories and such, like Iris. So he would be interested in learning about this sort of stuff, and he does seem the type of person to hold grudges and such. Alright, well, might as well.
Thank you, Mama.
Yeah. It was nice. This surely recovered our strengths a little bit more. Got our drinks and got our information, now it's time to go.
I don't know if what you told me will lead to anything, but...
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to waste your time.
No, it was very helpful.
Any information helps us.
I'm glad I can help, even if it's just a little.
Well then, be seeing you.
Come back anytime.
Alright, well, the question is, where should we even go now? Yeah, I guess we should go back to Abyss headquarters, maybe report on some stuff, maybe. Police headquarters, Monday, 4:57 p.m. I returned to boss's office to report. But I didn't see her anywhere. No. No boss in her office, on top of her desk, in that pose of hers.
Where did she go?
She really is doing that intentionally. She has to. She is sending us mixed messages, that is for sure.
Well, she isn't always here, correct?
True.
I sat down in my usual seat and decided to wait for boss. Okay.
What are you doing?
So I guess you, Aiba, are gonna try as well to do this.
I thought it would be easier to talk like this.
What do we have to talk about?
A summary of the investigation, perhaps?
What summary? We don't have anything new.
That's not true.
Huh?
I was curious, so I did some research. About number 89.
Okay. Alright, well, let's talk about 89.
As you know, he is an assassin with multiple confirmed kills. He is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu Prison. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
That's what Pewter told us.
After his fourth murder, he was arrested by the police.
Truly. Actually, it's Tanuki's statue. Police officer mannequin. I don't think that we're gonna get like any other extra commentary on this sort of stuff because, well, boss is not here. Maybe you have some stuff to say about this, Aiba. Maybe. There's the poster with the Usami pin on it. Police poster. Yeah, I don't think that there's gonna be anything new around here that we can get, so... Moving on. What do you think number 89's real name is? It's really unknown.
Unknown.
You don't know?
No such person is listed in the family registry.
At best, he is known as Falco!
It is possible he is a foreigner, but his nationality is unknown. However, I believe it is safe to say that he was born and raised in Japan.
What's the relationship between 89 and Shoko? Because we heard from Hitomi that she's seen Shoko at prison as well.
Unknown. I cannot determine if they have any connection. Approximately 1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu Prison's waiting room.
Truly. I mean, she could be waiting for somebody else, but we don't know.
I am unable to say for certain that the person she was there to visit was number 89.
Yeah, I cannot say for certain. I mean, she is into shady business as well, so she could very well be. She could know some people that have been in prison too.
After all, Fuchu Prison houses 2,000 inmates.
But number 89 knew Shoko's name.
Yeah, truly.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That must mean that he knew her somehow.
It is possible.
What about 89 and the new Cyclops serial killings?
Pewter claims that there were 2 culprits behind the original serial killings. One was the former chairman of the Kumakuras.
But Rohan committed suicide last year.
Oops, my bad.
That leaves one culprit still alive, number 89.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these crimes.
These particular ones right here, no. I mean, he's still in prison. As far as we know.
He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
Correct. However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with the incident.
True.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
If he was telling the truth, his involvement is possible.
I guess it's time to talk to inmate 89. I mean, we don't have any.
Let's talk to number 89.
We don't have any other leads. I don't know if he's telling the truth or if he's full of it, but he's our last remaining loose ends.
All right. However, we need not go to him. We can bring him to us.
Are you sure about that? Why not just go to prison ourselves?
If we plan on syncing with him, it would be more efficient.
Oh. Okay. I just hope that we're gonna be able to do this like efficiently.
Can you arrange that?
I can.
I mean, as long as we don't involve Pewter, that would be pretty good actually. After cutting through some red tape, 89 was to be brought to HQ. He took considerable time to arrive. For some reason, boss never showed up. Yeah, you know, this is weird. Police headquarters, Monday, 8:56 p.m. This is really, really weird. Like, the more I'm going through this, the more discrepancies I see between this and... Oh, okay, well, I guess Pewter is going to be here as well. But... I wonder if it's going to be the same as in the other timeline. Pewter and Boss arranged this, right? Which means...
Sorry to interrupt your busy day,
which means Peter would have had enough time to prepare this. But no, we called Inmate 89, we called Falco here. So I wonder if they're gonna go through the same plan of escape.
But I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
Alright, Falco, do you know Shoko Nadami?
Yeah, I guess I do.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu prison. Was she there to see you?
That's right.
What did you talk about?
Nothing special.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
Then why did she come?
To meet me.
Meet you?
She probably just wanted to see me.
When did you first meet Shoko?
A long time ago. I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
A physical one.
Um,
I'm kidding. She was just a business partner.
I mean, she was divorced to Ranju, so... I mean... Unless Inmate 89 is the reason why they were divorced, but, what's your name?
Number 89.
Your real name?
I don't remember.
Oh, Falco. Where are you from?
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso is a republic in West Africa. Population 17 million.
I don't have time for your jokes.
You're the original Cyclops killer, aren't you?
That's right. I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago. One of the 2 Cyclops killers.
So you're saying that you know who killed Shoko Nadami?
All right, let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ and said, I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
I mean, are we gonna have much of a choice in this in the first place?
It's done. You've got a deal.
I mean, you gotta make it a little bit more convincing, Date.
All right. But to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story. It might take some time. Is that all right with you?
Sure.
I've got nothing but time.
Then let's get started. The story of a lonely assassin.
Oh my.
Once upon a time, there was a detective, full of righteous justice. Let's call him F. F found the evils of the world intolerable. F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born. He suffered every kind of abuse imaginable there. It led him to despise all the evils of the world. One day, F was chasing a thug down at the harbor. Someone wanted for the assault and murder of women.
Okay, I get it. I'll just throw down my knife. Here. And you lower your gun. It's fine. I got nothing else on me. I'll go quietly. You know, I have a history with hospitals. I've been going to a special hospital for a while. Even if I get caught, it's all good. I'll come right back out again. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
The culprit was unarmed. But F never served a day in prison. The case went to trial for some time, but it was determined to be self-defense, and he was declared innocent. If the truth got out, it would be a huge scandal for the police. People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen, so they had evidence fabricated. F wasn't suspended or disciplined at all. After a while, he returned to his job like nothing happened. That was a turning point for him. He was ready to shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back. F still wanted justice, and he was willing to dispense it to the immoral one by one. He became an assassin, a lone gunman, no agent, no employer. He was his own man. F believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner, but it didn't last long. One day, F got rid of a criminal we'll call X.
X.
X was responsible for defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance policy. Turns out, X had connections. Someone wasn't happy that he died. Rohan Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras. X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time. Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
I've done some research. I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth. But somehow there hasn't been a single criminal investigation. They're all treated as suicides, accidents, or natural causes. Amazing work. I'm impressed. How about you work for us? Of course, you have the right to say no, but it'll be the last word out of your mouth.
F was trapped. Even if he somehow survived, he would be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life. He had no choice but to take Rohan's offer. Thus, F's self-employment came to an end. He became a hired gun of the Kumakuras. Rohan even gave him a code name, Falco. Named for the falcon, a bird of prey. Falco didn't quit his job as a police officer, though. He worked as a detective by day, assassin by night at the will of the organization. An ordinary killer would need motive to take a life. But not Falco. He did as he was told, one target after another. It didn't take long to destroy his heart completely. Time passed, and a few years back, Falco, who by this time was exhausted in body and spirit, made a fatal mistake. He missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach. Somehow, he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under him.
Okay, I think I know what's going to happen next.
He had no strength left. He put his back up against the shrine and let out a moaning breath that he thought might be his last.
Somebody's gonna end up appearing here as well.
But at that moment, in his darkening vision, he saw a woman approach him.
Yep, it's Hitomi.
He watched her take out her phone and dial for help. At the same time, he heard footsteps. Footsteps of at least 2 people closing in. He knew immediately that they were after him. He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissing her to keep her from talking. That was the first encounter between Falco and the woman. She was a teacher at some school. It was like she was from a totally different world than him. Listening to her talk, he would forget everything about his line of work. She was his only contact with the ordinary, mundane world.
And from that point on, you started... F started a new life.
They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer. Her smile and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's parched heart. Falco started to become himself again. His former self. He swore on his life that from then on, he would live for her.
Oh.
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them.
Uh-oh. Does he mean...
Should be simple, no?
Rohan handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl. It was the teacher Falco met at the shrine.
Oh no.
And her daughter. She had just turned 12. Why the two of them? Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason. And Falco had no intention of carrying out the kill.
I see. So this is the reason Rohan pretty much died here. He could very well be because of Falco.
But if he didn't, he knew that someone else would. He thought long and hard.
Yeah, he was thinking about killing Rohan at the point, didn't he?
How was he going to keep them safe and get out of the life of crime? He couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard he thought. He was backed into a corner. So, he decided to call on an old friend for help. And then...
Silence. For some reason, he wouldn't open his mouth again. Okay, well, was that the whole story? Nah, that's definitely not. There's more to it than that.
Was that the whole story?
Why did you stop?
Why did you stop? You mentioned a detective.